Welcome to Shanti Peace for Mathematics. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the absolute convergence of the series and conditionally convergence of the series. So let us see what is the definition of absolute convergent series. A series summation of an is converged absolutely, or I can say absolutely convergent if the corresponding series of absolute value, that is summation of mod an, converges. Whenever the series summation of an is absolutely convergent, if the summation mod an is convergent, if this an is a positive term series, then it is automatically absolutely convergent. So in positive term series, the absolutely convergent series is same as a convergent series. Let us see one of the example. Let us consider the series summation of n running from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n square. Now here an is minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n square, and summation of mod of an will gives you summation of, because mod of minus 1 raised to n will gives me 1 upon n square, and we know that this summation of 1 upon n square is convergent by p series test or p test, as here the value of p is 2, which is greater than 1. So therefore I can say that the summation of an is absolutely convergent. Hence summation of minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n square is absolutely convergent. Let us consider one more example. Consider the example summation of minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n. This is known as alternating harmonic series. Now here we have an is minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n. So the summation of mod of an, that will gives me summation of mod of this minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n will gives me 1 upon n is divergent as p equal to 1 due to the p test. So hence this series, that is summation of an, is a not absolutely convergent. Hence the series summation minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n is not absolutely convergent. Now we have a next definition, that is called conditionally convergent. The definition says that a series summation of an, it's called conditionally convergent or convergent conditionally if it is convergent but it is not absolutely convergent. So the series which is convergent but not absolutely convergent, it is called conditionally convergent. For example, in the previous example we have this alternating series which we have considered, alternating series of harmonic. This series is convergent series by Leibniz test, that you can check. So let us try to prove that summation of minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n is a convergent series, but we have already proved that it is not absolutely convergent. So this is an example of conditionally convergent series. Let us try to prove that this summation of minus 1 raised to n is convergent. So for example, consider summation of minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n. Here an is 1 upon n. If I comparing with summation of minus 1 raised to n minus 1 into an by alternating series. So if we compare this by alternating series, we have an is this, which is greater than 0 for every n, and an plus 1 is always greater than or equal to an for all n, because n plus 1 is greater than n. Therefore 1 upon n plus 1 is less than 1 upon n. So it is a decreasing sequence. An is a decreasing sequence, and a limit of an, which is as n tends to infinity, is limit of 1 by n as n tends to infinity, which is 0. So this an is satisfying all the conditions of Leibniz test. So therefore, and it is alternating series. Therefore, the series. So by Leibniz test, the summation of minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n is convergent. So this series is convergent, but it is not absolutely convergent. But summation of minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n is not absolutely convergent. That we already seen. Therefore, the summation of minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n is example of conditionally convergent. This is possible that for some sequence which is convergent but not absolutely convergent. However, we have one theorem which says that the absolutely convergent implies the convergence. That means we have very important result which says that we are not discussing the proof of that, but which will says that if a series summation of an is absolutely convergent, then the summation of an is convergent. See, one can see that the converse of this result is not true, because we have this example. This is convergent, but it is not absolutely convergent. Every absolutely convergent series is convergent, but the converse is not true. The example is this, which we already have discussed. This is not absolutely, but it is convergent. So if you sometimes, this test is also useful to discuss that whether the given series is convergent or not, if it is not positive term series. For example, suppose we have a series is given minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n cube. If I want to decide that whether this series is convergent or not, we know that this series is alternating series. So I can apply the Leibniz test. But without Leibniz test also we can state that whether this series is convergent or not. So for that I need to apply the absolute conversion test, that is summation of minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n cube. We know that it is summation of 1 upon n cube. And we know that this is convergent by p test, as the value of p is 3, which is greater than 1. Since therefore what we can say, summation of minus 1 raised to n minus 1 upon n cube is absolutely convergent. And just we have seen one result, that is this, any absolutely convergent series is convergent. So by that theorem we can say that this is, therefore the summation of minus 1 raised to n upon n cube is convergent. Let us have one more example. Consider this example, summation of cos n upon n square as n running from 1 to infinity. So this series is like cos 1 upon 1 square plus cos 2 upon 2 square up to so on. Here you just observe that this series is having the both positive terms and negative terms, and this series is not alternating series. So we cannot apply any of the test we have yet studied, because we cannot apply the positive term series, that is Cauchy's root test or D'Alembert ratio test or Leibniz test. We cannot apply here. So for that we need to see what will be the absolute value for that. So here the summation of n running from 1 to infinity mod of cos n upon n square will gives me summation of n running from 1 to infinity 1 upon n square. This will gives me less than or equal to 1 upon n square, because the value of cos is always less than or equal to 1. And this series is convergent. So therefore by comparison test we can say that this series is also convergent, because this is convergent due to the p test. So the summation of minus 1 raised to n is convergent by p series, as the value of p is 2, which is greater than 1. So therefore this summation of cos n upon n square is absolutely convergent by comparison test. So therefore by that theorem, that is, we say that cos n upon n square is convergent. That's it for this video. Thank you for listening me. If you have any questions, comments or suggestions, kindly put down in the comment box below. See you in next video. Till then, bye bye, Sagar.